30% of Team Liquid's damage in their games.
Highest damage share 80 carry in groups so far.
Yeah, and it's a stat that we were actually looking for, not for Tactical. And then we found out that it was him. We're like, oh, all right. Well, speaking of all right, Santorin's going to flash on forward, and Icon is really dead. The last auto attack's going to pick that one up, and Jensen grabs first blood. Great news for the North American representatives.
A lot of resources. It means that Light will have to rotate up if you want to take that fight. So we're going to see a skirmish here.
Yeah, in position, but Icon still going to take a lot of damage here as Santorin doesn't have his flash available, but there's the flash forward from Jensen. Gets the chains as Icon down too low. The Pillar of Filth comes in, but the trade will be there. Now the resets are coming in as Tarzan showing off some of his LeBlanc skills. They're pretty nice, but Santorin finds his way underneath the turret.
Look.
And more money to the Tristana is definitely a fantastic thing for Team Liquid.
Especially
a big part of this division.
Yeah, especially consider how much Tactical has done for them on other champions so far this tournament. You know how valuable he's going to be in this composition. Is once again, Team Liquid tug of war with the vision here. This is actually slow, measured play after a very small lead, right? But this is Team Liquid not overextending.
But especially as you go further forward, especially in things like 4-1s as Tactical.
It's not what you want to take.
A lot of damage on Delight. The Buster Shot though, oh, calculation off just a little bit.
No!
Oh, never mind! Subjugate for the kill! Future is now possibly the first drink for LNG.
Yeah, they are going to finally get their first Drake of the game here. Team Liquid's still getting a lot of value, though, with the second Herald on the top side of the map. It's going to be some inner turret gold here. And one of the other concerns for this Ezreal is obviously he ended up getting killed there in the 1v2 in mid.
Oh,
you can see how much damage he takes. Like, it's not even free to farm. It's not safe to farm as an Ezreal. Normally,
that's 3 turrets for a Drake.
Yeah, and normally as Ezreal, too, in these scenarios, you're like, well, I'm going to farm up later on. I'm going to be okay. But I guess if the minions are in your base, you can get some free farm here with all the damage done. But this Ezreal is coming online so slowly.
That's something like the Death Cap could possibly have. And I like the fact that you go for a cross-map play, but that's all there is to like about it. Because still, TL is now on soul point, and we've seen how those can warp the game. Because now, as LNG, you're basically waiting for the perfect opportunity. Someone on TL stepping where they shouldn't step, getting blown up, and starting a fight from there. But if TL have the pressure, they can trade for Baron, be completely fine, right? If you give up a single Ocean Drake, you get Baron, who cares?
Yeah, and they also have so much Baron damage once Tactical has that third item online. It's another chain gonna land there. It's the flash forward from CoreJJ, finds everyone in the Magnet Storm. Now Tarzan trying to get himself out of there, but now Tactical's getting the resets, dodging the Mystic Shots as Light is gonna have to get himself the heck out of there. He still has his flash, but they may not have a Baron on the map for much longer.
This is going to be, I mean, so easy to take. You took out the Baron damage with Tactical in this game. It's so easy to rush this one down, and there's nothing LNG can do about this, and they haven't had map control this entire game, and now it's just in the grave view right now, the tombstone in terms of what LNG is going to be able to see on the map. Ally sneaks this turret away, which is nice, but there's just nothing you've got in terms of how to fight now as Team Liquid. Unfortunately, I have to say, Tarzan's been invisible this game. He's 1-1 and 2. He didn't do anything in the early game. The Tristana, if she gets into range of that inhibitor turret, she'll blow it up so quickly, so you have to respond, and that's when that side lane pressure now from Jensen in the mid lane, Alfari's there with them, like, which one are you going to lose, LNG? Because you're going to lose one of these.
Well, maybe both, and that would be all 3 of the inhibitor turrets going down as Tarzan once again way too low. Hysterics is going to get popped. This could be the opportunity for TL to push all the way in. They've got a siege minion here. Make that 2. That is going to be the inhibitor turret going down. I mean, LNG, yeah, they're waiting for mistakes. I don't think TL's made one all game, as now we've got the flanking teleport. Icon looking for his opportunity, gets right into the middle, hasn't pressed the R button, waits until the very last moment. Jensen distorts his way out. Icon uses his stopwatch, but it just doesn't mean anything. TL just wiped the floor with him. Yeah, CoreJJ's gone, but they've lost Icon. They've lost Tarzan.
I mean, Icon's ultimate there was so sad. It didn't feel like it even went off there. Didn't feel like it even happened. Had such a low impact. He's so far behind as LNG now. I mean, this game is all but over.
You gotta wait for the wave, and you still gotta respect the pressure that the unit puts out. Really nice pillar there, and we did see that. Like, you might see the low health, wasn't big. Why doesn't TL go in? Because Arling is a level 16 Gwen with a Uni on top. You still need to respect it, know how much sustain this damage can provide. At the same time, 2 inhibitors down in 1 minute. Bot lane's pushing.
Yeah, they're on a timer. LNG, they need to start this one off. Now gonna do it. Icon. Let's see whether the claw is going to work out here. Does put it down, gets right in there, but immediately takes way too much damage. Has to go into the frozen tomb as Santorin in a whole lot of trouble, but he's a tank. He's absolutely fine. It is going to be the Drake stolen away by Tarzan, but can they actually keep themselves alive? And I think the answer will be no, as the Gwen falls down. Jensen might need to be a little bit more careful there, but now go teleports. We're finishing the game. Tarzan looks to try and cancel, but no, Graves is already in the base and he does so much damage. Now Tarzan's just trying to fight this one out as best he can. Will get stunned up by the chains, and there is a whole lot of craziness happening. They're just stopping the backs though, because this box shot will kill the Nexus, and TL will take down LNG, evening up their scorelines at 2-2.